on you guys' phone. All right. Hey.
How's it going out there, everyone? Mr. Plowman, what's going on, brother?
Going on, the Plowman's Gone Wild is here once again, man, with another epic show, man. We got Katie Knipp, blues player out of Sacramento, and she won the Sammies twice in a row, 2019 and 2020. And so we got a great show, man, like we always do, even though we're not here all the time. But you know what? We bring it, we pack it. Plowzone Gone Wild with my co-host, Scott Reese. What's up?
Hey, everyone out there. How you doing? Yeah, Katie is a very talented musician, a mother, a top Billboard charter in the blues division. So anyway, let's bring on Miss Katie Knipp.
Hi, guys. Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you doing, Katie?
Wonderful, thanks.
Good. How are you?
Where's she at? Come on. There she is. What's going on, Katie? How you doing?
It's great to be here. I'm doing good. Thanks. Feeling good.
Feeling
right
good.
On. So you're Northern California girl, right? You're Northern California born and raised, right?
Yeah, I grew up in Concord. I used to play Time Out, Bourbon Street, and then Abernathy's and Walnut Creek when they existed. Remember Abernathy's and Walnut Creek?
I sure do.
Yeah.
Now, did you know
those were my sandboxes right there?
Now, did you know Chris Lamori? You had to.
Hell yeah, she booked me for my first shows out there.
And
she
my first show too.
I love her. So she had me opening solo for metal bands. She also booked my band here and there too, but I was so busy that sometimes situations would make it so that I had to just play solo. But anyway, yeah, she's been amazing. And she booked me kind of recently at that place in Crockett.
Right.
Toots Tavern, yes.
Yes. Yeah, that was like
Toots Tavern, shout out to Toots Tavern right there in Crockett, yep.
Yeah, maybe a year or so ago I played.
For sure.
Yes. Chris Lamori.
So you played a lot of places, but why don't you tell us about your what? Go ahead, Reese. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So it's kind of like the Brady Bunch, isn't it?
Here's a story.
All right, let's start with this. So your first paying gig, I heard your first paying gig was very interesting, man. Why don't you give us a little history about your first paying gig and how'd that work out for you?
Oh my gosh, you guys. So in the beginning, 1,000 years ago, I only wanted to be a singer at the time. I was very focused on singing. I had a private voice coach, and so it was all about singing. I had an opportunity to sing backup for Barry Manilow at 4 shows, the Shoreline Amphitheater, Concord Pavilion, Golden Gate Theater. So I remember it paid me $50 a show. And, you know, to be in front of thousands of people was pretty cool. I had never been in front of like 15,000 people or whatever those places hold. And I thought of it kind of as a foreshadowing. I remember like them taking me with flashlights through that dark hallway onto the stage. And I thought, I was barely a teenager. I was 15, I think, at the time. Yeah, 15. And I thought to myself, you know, this is going to happen more often later. I just know it, you know, and it has. But so, yeah, all was going well until dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
I was admiring his employed backup singer, this beautiful African-American woman that just had this wonderful gospel voice going on, and she was taking a solo. So I immediately was standing back there and just so inspired worshiping her. But then A security guard said, "Hey, you don't want to be back here because Barry's changing." And he's literally pointing as he's talking, right? I saw Barry Manilow naked, y'all.
Hanging low.
What?
I mean, there was this sheer curtain thing. I could see right through it. All the skinny, white, pale bits of flesh. Him changing into his costume. So that was interesting.
That kind of like the Sex
So
in
how'd
the
that work
City.
out?
Not that I watched Sex in the City, but didn't one of the girls date an old guy and his butt was all shrinkled up or something?
I don't remember
random stuff in my head. Sorry.
No, that was a great show. But anyway, so fast forward to college. I got a music degree. I started teaching myself guitar because during college, I was offered it was like a preliminary record deal. The company was just getting started. And so at first they were like, "Oh, we'll write songs for you." And I said, "Oh, no, I have a brain and I'm getting a music degree. I'll write the songs." I'll write the songs that just kidding.
Yeah. Check her out. She's got a sense of humor too.
So I already was playing piano, but I started teaching myself guitar on the beaches of Santa Cruz. I was going to UC Santa Cruz for a spell, finished at Cal State Hayward, but I just, one day, every week I would visit this record label whose office was in Orinda, and I would knock, knock, knock every Friday, I think it was, and just chat with them and get inspired. And one day I knocked on the door and nobody answered. And I'm knocking and I'm knocking. So I peek through the mail slot and I'm like, holy crap, all the furniture's gone. There's nobody here. There's no more furniture. They straight up disappeared. And I had a moment where I turned around and have you guys seen that movie, The Man on the Moon, with Jim Carrey?
Yes.
About Andy Kaufman?
Yes, I have.
Love that movie. So
yep.
I bring it up because there's a scene in there where he gets kicked out of a club and he walks out the door and everybody's expecting him to have a sad moment. And he gets this look on his face. And it's the exact feeling I have pretty much anytime anybody tries to screw with me. It was like, yes, I'm going to kill it. So from then on, that kicked off my independent musician career. So I've released 5 albums, opened for a ton of famous people, both solo or with a band. And I'm just about to go into the studio with my 6th album. And I've just had a ball ever since and just been cutting my teeth. So I started in Contra Costa County gigging and San Francisco Bay Area, moved to Marin County for 6 years, cut my teeth there a bunch, and then settled up in the Sacramento area. And I've been very well received, and I feel very lucky to work with the people I work with now and have the team that I have, and the friendships that I have. So that's it.
Very cool. So I'm going into the blues, man. What made you want to get the bluesy one with you in your career?
Well, it's funny because when I got a degree in music, it was actually a degree in classical voice. I was singing opera all day. So I had to sneak a second voice teacher on the side to do the other stuff I wanted to do safely, because I'm all about vocal health, and I'm the kind of person that wants to be sure that the more I sing, the stronger it will always get. So if I'm singing all day, I'm at my best, you know. So anyway, every time I'd go to the nightclubs, you know, after school, I remember being 18 and I took Steve Sage's class at DVC. I'm sure
yes.
you guys know who Steve Sage is. So I was like,
yes, I had him in studio. Yes.
Yeah. So I was like the singer girl, and every time it was time to sing a blues song specifically, I just felt
The
free.
music.
I felt really good. I felt really free every time it was time to finally sing a blues song. Well, my instrumentation wasn't caught up. So my first couple of records are really more kind of rock with maybe some bluesy vocals. But finally, the instrumentation slowly caught up over time. So now I call myself Blues Americana, even though I've won a couple of blues awards. I definitely have some jazz mixed in there too, because I'm heavily influenced by New Orleans pianists like Dr. John and Alan Toussaint. And then when it comes to guitar and playing anything besides rhythm strums, I'm most inspired by people like Son House. I feel like when I play slide guitar, it's a lot like singing blues. You have the vibrato and you have the in-between notes, and the rawness there that I crave. I always want to be raw, and so it takes a lot for me to like any kind of electric guitar player, to be honest. And I know that sounds funny because there's a guitar hanging on my wall right there that's technically an electric guitar.
Now you have some kind of ego.
And
Now I'm offended.
I've played it on some CDs. I've played it at some shows, but I just don't feel that in love with it like I do slide resonator guitar. I just like going back to that 30s sound whenever I get an opportunity. So when I do have someone play with me, they get tone, so Chris Martinez is my lead electric guitar player, and he gets it. He's very Stevie Ray Vaughan influenced, and he understands, and so therefore he's part of the team. But it's taken a long time to find the right electric guitar player.
Well, I think you have your guitar sitting right there. So we're going to be hearing a little bit of Katie Knipp on the guitar.
All right.
So, Katie, do your thing right here on the Plow Zone radio show, Gone Wild. So we love having independent artists, spotlight you, the independent artists, the people who love to make the music. So, Katie Knipp, let's see what you got, girl. Let's get her done and have some fun. What's up?
All right. I'm going to take my headphones off.
And you're going to be doing a song called Get In My Life.
Talk to me. So if you heckle me, I won't be able to hear it. La, la, la.
No heckling here. All right, Katie.
So now you're trying to say something. Should I put my headphone in? What's up? Hello?
Hello.
Are we fine?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm playing this one specifically because it's the first song I ever wrote on the resonator guitar, which is right here. Oh, look, I voted.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Okay, anyway, this is called Get In My Life. It's just a simple little thingy. And it's off the Midnight Mind album. It goes like this.
Thank you, Katie.
I'll be good to you. Get in my life and I'll take care of you. am, baby. You gotta get in my life. Oh, headphones. Hi.
All right,
There we
everybody.
go.
Guys,
Good
from
job.
Katie Knipp. So, you know, the Plaza, we love to spotlight independent artists and people who love to make the music. And so we've done a few of these video stream shows, but the Plaza Radio Show has been on the air for 11 years out of Ozcat Studios in Vallejo, California. And I've had hundreds of shows with so many great artists. I don't even know where to start. But we spotlight independent artists and the people who love to make the music. And you know what? Just exposure and let you be heard. That's all we can say, because there's so much good music out there, people. There's so many talented artists around the world. And I just need to take a listen to them, like this lady right here, Katie Knipp. So,
That's right.
What's up?
So tell us, thank you so much. So tell us a little bit about your first album on the Billboard Top 10.
Yeah, so that was my 5th recording. And it's funny, I had this goal to just get on the Heat Seekers chart, where all that means is you sell a lot as a newcomer in the first week, right? So I worked really hard on a pre-sale campaign, and I thought, cool, like, you know, maybe it's not a main chart, but hey, any chart would be wonderful, right? Great for the resume.
Definitely.
Well, I woke up that morning to find out that not only was I number 9 on that one, but I was number 10 on blues albums. So imagine logging in and seeing Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Buddy Guy, Johnny Lang, Katie Knipp. Like, you know, it was amazing. Just completely surrounded by super, super famous people.
Right. That's great.
Yeah, I pretty much had a heart attack. It was amazing. It was amazing. And it opened up doors for me, obviously. I got signed by Marin Artists Agency last year. Yeah.
Awesome.
It's been a good ride.
Well, who inspired you to play music? Who inspired you to play? Yeah.
In the earlier years of cutting my teeth, I must say Tori Amos and Ani DeFranco helped influence me a lot when it came to just kicking ass solo, because if you can kick ass solo, then the band will come. The band will find you.
That's very true.
So I made sure that whatever I was writing could be done by myself without any gimmicks, without any stupid backing tracks. I've seen some live streams lately where they've got backing tracks on in the background, and I'm like, no, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear you. I want to hear just you. So I don't know. You tell I'm very opinionated about that, but so yeah, they've been inspiring. And then Nina Simone is a huge inspiration as far as overall sound. Her voice and her piano work's incredible. And then Alan Toussaint, Dr. John, I'm always studying them because, I mean, when you look at people like the Allman Brothers, for example, they were all studying. The pianist, if you listen to the piano parts, they were all studying the New Orleans piano styles, you know.
Very blues oriented.
Yeah. But there's a specific sound to it too. And that definitely entered into Southern rock, you know, in the 60s and 70s and stuff like that. But you can hear it big time. If you just isolate those tracks, you're like, oh yeah, they probably studied the hell out of Alan Toussaint, who, by the way, I got to meet.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I also met Dr. John. So RIP to both of them.
Go ahead, Scott.
So I want to give a shout out first to What's an Outlaw, my boys out of the East Coast, man. We interviewed the guys from Marshall Tucker's and the Outlaws, Jeff Howe, Chris Hicks, and all those guys out there, man. Shout out to them because they're keeping Southern rock going out on the East Coast, man. Yes. So here's a question for you. We got some questions going. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. What song have you written that best describes you as a person?
Nephew.
She's freezing. Okay.
We're losing her a little bit there.
All right.
Okay, now I can
Woo, everybody. That's what happens when you do live stream.
We just lost you for a sec.
All right, here we go. Let's start this. Yeah, we lost you for a second. So I'm going to ask you the question. Who do you think wrote the best blues song ever, the best blues song ever, in your opinion?
I can hear you.
Sound like a delay.
You ready?
Now I can't hear you. Who do I think wrote what? Yeah.
The best blues song. Who wrote the best blues song ever? This artist.
The best one ever?
Yeah. The best blues song. The best blues song that they. Wow, where do you start, huh? Artist.
I honestly think Sunhouse. I love his Death Letter Blues and Grinning on. Did he write Grinning on Your Face? I don't know. Some of them covered each other way back when. So, but I really like Possession Over Judgment Day by Robert Johnson. I actually cover that with my band. So, I personally, that's just my opinion. I like that a lot.
There you go. Scott, you there? There we go, Mr. Plowman. So, what song best describes you that you have written?
Chamomile and Cocaine, for sure, the new single.
Now
It's kind of like
tell us a little about that song.
Yeah, so it's basically, it's a figure of speech. I've never done coke in my life. I do not endorse doing drugs. It's I'm your chamomile and your cocaine. I wear my hair like lingerie. I got a voice that's thick like creme brulee, and I'm coming at you. So it's just like a super fun song where I'm just saying, here I am. I'm going to make you feel all these different things. I'm a little bit crazy, and that's okay, you know. And it felt like a musical trampoline when we all recorded it. It just, all our parts were super fun. So you guys have to hear that. I have Joan Osborne's Hammond player on there and my 5-piece band. I've got this killer saxophone player named Otis Morning. And Zach Bertot's on bass, and Neil Camposano's on drums, and Chris Martinez is on lead guitar, and they're all just shredding. And it's just super fun. I'm really excited about this song.
Awesome. So are you going to be ready to play another song?
So why don't you get some more music, and why don't you just rock out for some more? Yeah, bring
Sure.
it.
I'll do one from that album that hit the Billboard charts. I'm going to play You Make It So Hard to Sing the Blues. And I actually wrote this for my husband, who, you know, life is pretty good. You know, I'm very lucky. I'm going to take my headphones off now so that I can be free. So hold on.
Thank you. This is Miss Katie Knipp on the Plow Zone radio show, Plow Zone Got Wild.
I don't sit around feeling lonely no more. I don't sit around feeling sad no more. Ever since you came into my life, 10 years later, we never was a fight. Well, make it so hard, make it so hard, make it so hard to sing the blues. I don't sit around feeling down no more. I don't sit around feeling victimized no more. Since you bit me with your hungry mind, no way I'm gonna let my love run out. Well, make it so hard, make it so hard, make it so hard to sing my blues. I know it's not here for me to write a love song. I always sing about death and cycle breakups, but you came along and gave me what I need. Here's your love song, baby, from me. I don't walk around complaining no more. I don't go around kicking rocks no more. Ever since you defined your real me, all I wanna do is give it everything I can. Well, make it so hard, make it so hard, make it so hard to sing the blues.
Yeah, very nice. Trying to
Headphones.
get Scott on here. There we go.
Hi, guys.
Hi, that was awesome.
Right here.
There we go. That was cool.
Awesome.
Now
Thank
that
you.
song is
Stuff.
You Make It So Hard to Sing the Blues. Very cool. Very cool song. So, Scott, what do you have for Miss Katie
So
Knipp?
let's do. All right. If you could talk to your younger self, what would you say to yourself? If you give yourself some advice, say like when you're a teenager before you started in music, what would you say to yourself?
Listen to more diverse music. Just because you're passionate about something doesn't mean that it should be the only thing you listen to. Otherwise, you will not, it'll take longer to find your own voice.
Very
So
true.
it's important, it's really important to find the good in everything. Like if at first you don't like it, but someone else does, give it a second listen. Find something redeeming about it, no matter what the style, because there is always, always, always something to learn from everybody.
So, when did you know that you had musical talent?
I would say in the 4th grade, I wrote my first song on clarinets. and then I got to sing some solos in the 5th grade in choir, and I just felt good and wanted to keep going forever.
Go. Very good. Go ahead, Mr. Plowman.
So, yeah. So, what Christmas present have you never gotten that you still want to this day?
Christmas present, huh?
What present you always want for Christmas that you've never gotten that you still want now? You know, saying something you never got for Christmas.
Well, honestly, the thing that I can think of right this second is going to be $20,000, because that's the real budget that I have in front of me for this next album. I don't mess around. So I need 20,000. I need just a big
Send
wad.
in 20 grand. Send it
Yeah,
this
so
way. Yeah.
PayPal me /Katie Knipp.
Santa, I've been. Hey, what if Santa got the stimulus too? Who knows? You know. So you know.
Okay.
All right.
What are your hobbies outside of music?
Hiking. I love hiking and cooking.
Nice. Very cool. You're a good cook?
Yeah.
And what's your specialty? What's the special Katie Knipp? What's the special?
Louisiana crab cakes.
Nice.
Oh, yee.
With hollandaise sauce.
I love hollandaise sauce. That's good stuff.
Also, I make a killer homemade tikka masala if you like Indian food.
Love it. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Scott.
You know, so after being a recording artist and all this for years, man, what would you say to an up and coming, aspiring musician just starting out? Say, what advice would you give them?
I would tell them remain independent as much as you can, especially in this day and age. Only sign with a label that has a fair deal in front of you. And also remember to be true to yourself. Always go with your gut and always follow your heart. Even when you're writing something, if it teeters on the edge of uncomfortable, go with that, because none of us want to be boring. We want to be, in our art, I would think you'd want to be kind of an exaggerated version of yourself to help draw people in. So just be yourself 1,000%, no matter how freakish it might be.
There you go. There you go.
Well, ain't that true, man? Because the Plow Zone is controlled chaos at its finest, and we are ourselves, but we just want to share the music, share the love, and because music is what brings us all together, and music is what makes the world go round. And personally, for me, what's been going on lately in my life is music has kept from imploding and just going off the deep end. It keeps me, in perspective, and it keeps me focused because, okay, what's your definition of making it there, Katie? What's your definition of that?
I would like to inspire millions of people, give my band and my family experiences they will never forget in world travel because of my music, because of it taking us places. And I would also like to make an income of about $100,000 a year from various sources. And I still, no matter what I make, want to continue teaching piano and voice lessons, because I think that education is super important. I don't know what I would have done without my favorite voice teacher I had, Joe Barnett, who's dead now. But I feel like you have to keep giving and sharing in all the ways you can. So I know some performers that would never teach, and I'm like, gosh, what a missed opportunity. Don't you want to take someone under your wing? Or just kind of, I don't know, that's just me. But yeah, so I'd like to make about $100,000 a year from different sources, a little bit from streaming, a little bit from album sales, merch sales, concerts, teaching, all of it, because it'll always ebb and flow, right? I can't perform right now, so thank God I'm teaching. I'm teaching over FaceTime for the most part.
How's that going? Do you like
It's
doing
going
that?
well. It's going well. I've been able to keep all but one of my students this whole time. So I feel extremely lucky, extremely lucky.
Very bad. So tell us a little about what you said you got carpal tunnel syndrome. Tell us a little about that, being a musician.
Yeah. Well, the first thing I'll tell you about is just pregnancy in general. Do you guys have kids, by the way? Okay. So you've seen your woman go through stuff. So aside from breastfeeding around the clock and not having even a second of time to nurture my craft for quite a while, during my second, I had my kids only 19 months apart. So it was like one after the other. So in my second pregnancy, I got carpal tunnel for the last half of my pregnancy. And of course, the first thing you want to do is Google what's wrong with you. So I'm Googling, and I read all these stories about it never going away after pregnancy. And I was like, I'm a piano teacher. I'm a musician. This can't happen. I'm going to die. Luckily, though, once I had James, the swelling went down. So it was just from pregnancy swelling and the circulation being all messed up. So once I had him, it went away, knock on wood, forever. Yeah.
So, do you have any Spinal Tap moments besides the Barry Manilow butt shot?
God. So many. Okay. Way back when in my Abernathy's days, I would play there every Wednesday night for 4 hours by myself, you guys. Okay. It was lonely, right? There'd be a couple of stragglers. I remember one time on a break, I went to go sit on the bar and there was vomit right where I sat my arm. And I was like, ah. Anyway, I'm playing and some people come in, and then this woman comes in and she stands like 4 feet away from me and opens up her coat to this completely see-through dress. And I'm playing and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to keep playing. I just thought it was really random that I was flashed and she just stood there like this weird look on her face. And then there was another situation where I was playing in front of a coffee shop in Danville. And it was my only gig in Danville, by the way. The sprinklers turned on me and all my gear in the middle of my set. It was the only time I've ever stopped in the middle of a set. Believe me, I've had moments where I thought I was going to vomit on stage and I was looking for places to vomit. Like when I was opening for Joan Osborne, I was having stomach issues. I was opening for her and Jackie Green at this theater. And I remember playing and looking over my shoulder here and there to see where I could vomit that wasn't on their gear. Okay, so I don't mess around. I play no matter what, except this one time when the sprinklers turned on me and all my crap. So I stopped and I moved my stuff and hightailed it out of there. That was crazy.
Very cool. So do you want to have one more song? What's that?
Oh.
You have one more song
We've had a Spinal Tap moment.
Yeah, let me hear yours.
Oh, Spinal Tap moment. What was the Plow Zone's 50th birthday? I had it up in on the hill, and I had a bunch of bands down there playing. The Smoking Jokers were there also. He's going to play here in a minute. And so the Lucifers were up there jamming, and we were up there jamming late night, and all of a sudden it started raining, you know, out in the middle of me, you know, on all the gear and all that. So it was a great time. The Plow Zone's 50th. We had a water slide going on down the hill and stuff like that, and it started pouring down rain. Who would have thought in the middle of May it started raining? And me and Reese had another Spinal Tap moment when we were interviewing Mr. DC Chumley out of Texas, right? We're interviewing him in Texas. And so he was on a radio station, so we got like a 10-second delay. Every time we would ask him a question, he wouldn't answer it, so we started asking the next question. So he started answering the first question. So it took us a while to figure out that he was on a delay system. So anyways, the Plow Zone has done many Spinal Tap stuff and will continue to do it. And I got my stunt double warming up here in a minute. But hey, Katie wants you to play some music right here, man, so we can get her done and have some fun. The Plow Zone gone wild. What's up?
All right, so this next one is an older song of mine. Do you guys know where the Altamont Pass is? If not, that's okay. Yes, okay. So my band way back when had a gig at some car lot for their sales extravaganza. And so as soon as the band pulled up, the food truck drove away. And when the food truck drove away, all the people left. So we ended up playing a gig to an empty car lot. So the cars were our audience. And as we leave, the car breaks down on the Altamont Pass. And this song was born from that. All the money I made from the gig went towards a tow truck to get us back to the East Bay. So
the tow truck song? Tow truck song?
It's called Quiet Hell. I'm taking my headphones off so I can't.
All right, Katie. Katie Knipp on the Plow Zone radio show. I think she could be playing a little bit of piano.
Actually, I mean, it brings that up, but it's mainly about a breakup. It's about getting dumped and trying to prove to the person that you never cry anymore and you're strong, but you're not. Okay, hold on.
All right, so Scott Plowman, are you down there hiding?
Oh, I'm just sitting here enjoying the beautiful view here at the Morgan Amphitheater here in Allendale, California. And so I want to thank Rick Morgan and everybody for having me out here. And they're going to jam out here, Smoking Jokers. And I'm getting ready to go jump in the pool here in a minute. But you know what? We also have a tribute coming up to Mr. W.S. Holland, who's recently passed away for the Tennessee 3. And so we're going to let her play. And we're going to come back and say our plow outs and all that other stuff. Then we're going to have the Smoking Jokers rock it down. And the Plow Zone Gone Wild is here for you, the independent artists. And you know what? We put in a lot of work to do this for you, for the artists. And you know what? Live life, people just don't exist. And it can always get worse. Remember that. And don't take nothing for granted. And you know what? A little humanity and kindness and compassion for people will go a long ways these times. And hey, just wait till the election and the earthquake, man. You think 2020 was bad. But anyways, it's all going to get better. Shout out to everybody.
Also, check us out on theplowzoneradioshow.com. And we have a live show tomorrow night that is on 89.5 KZCT Ozcat Radio, ozcatradio.com. Check us out. We're on TuneIn and every other kind of streaming devices. So here we go. Here goes Miss Katie Knipp. We bring Katie back. And Katie's going to be doing some singing. Miss Katie Knipp. Take it away.
Was walking on the side of the highway that day. Pavement bread will build my shoes, but I'm okay. Gonna find the phone so you can hear me say I'm not alone. I'm not Hand shoved in my pockets as I let out a sigh. I'm texting to tell you that I never cry. The days they slowly seem to pass me by. Gonna find a phone so I can tell you I'm not alone.
Hey, set up for where you're going to move the camera. Where are they going to go? No, I'm just saying. What? What? Okay, perfect. There you go. Perfect. Okay. Yes, perfect. After we say goodbye to her, I'll play that thing, and then I'll Perfect. Awesome. All right.
Well, the sun went down, my shoes didn't melt, but I'm still here in this quiet hell. Sweat started to dry on my back. I'm calling to tell you that I'm already packed, 'cause I'm not alone. Quiet hell said I'm not alone. Got what's left in my car. Just you where I'm gonna go far, 'cause I'm not alone tonight. Never cry, I'm not alone. I will never cry.
was very cool. Very nice. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
And we want to thank you, Katie, for coming on the Plow Zone radio show, the Plow Zone Gone Wild. And your music is great, and we can't help to wait to see you rise to the top again.
Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for having me. It was super fun.
All right, yeah. So officially, you just got plowed there, right there, Katie. You got plowed by the Plow Zone radio show Gone Wild. All right, I want to
got plowed.
And
Thank
check
you,
out
Katie.
Man, there's new albums from the Fry Brothers Band. There's Fry Brothers Band. Lucifer's got new albums out. Everybody's got new albums out, so check it out. And the Plow Zone, check it out. We got our own brand of honey, Jersey Honeybees. And also, good things are coming up, man. You want Smoking Jokers to come and play at your party? Get a hold of us, man. We'll bring it over. Compliments to Jersey Honeybees. And we will see you tomorrow live on OzCat Radio, also on TuneIn and the PlowZoneRadioShow.com. And if you answer the question, you guys get the Smoking Jokers over to your house for a party, man. How much is a shitload of honey? How much would that be?
That's a whole lot of honey.
Question, get Smoking Jokers live in studio. I mean, live on the air.
All right. So Scott, tell us a little about the video that we're gonna watch about W.C. Holland.
Okay. So there's been people passed away lately. Johnny Cash's drummer W.S. Holland, who I had the honor of interviewing a few times through the past. Thank you to Paul Anthony out of Canada. W.S. Holland was the only member of Johnny Cash's band he never replaced. I got to meet him when he came out for the 50th release of Folsom Prison Blues. I also did some great interviews with him, which I'll be airing on the PlowZoneRadioShow.com on our live stream. And it was just such an honor because this guy was with Johnny Cash from 1956 all the way to 1997. And he also kept going with some bands with Ron Haney and all that back in Tennessee. And he recently passed away. And so I want to make this tribute to him. And also a little shout out to Mr. Barry Hobby with Hello World, is in the hospital right now, not feeling so good.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Barry Hobby and everybody out there. Barry Hobby, yes. Prayers for Barry and W.S. Holland. Thank you, because he was the man behind the Man in Black for years. And it's an honor to have him talk to me and actually check it out. And coming up, he taught me how he got that chicken boom sound, man, because Carl Perkins said to go grab some drums or go to Memphis. And he just set up the drums the way he felt comfortable. And that's how he got the chicken boom sound. So the Plow Zone's out of here. We got Smoking Jokers come up in a minute after this tribute to W.S. Holland. And we'll see you all. South Canal roads and sidewalks. And getting plowed is a very good thing. So answer the question. How much is a shitload of honey? Smoking Jokers can play live at your house. Check it out. The world's coming back, people. Live music is back. So enjoy it.
Yes, it is. That's right.
Worse. That's right.
It can only get better. Damn it. All right, here we go. Here's the video.
My mic. Hold on. Not yet, Scott. Hold on a minute.
Go ahead.
Woo! Hey!
And that was Scott Plowman jumping in the pool. All right.
How'd I go?
Hi, this is W.S. Holland. It's really a big honor for me to be here doing this album with Dave and Bob. And it's something that we've thought about doing for a long time, and we're finally getting around to it. I met Johnny Cash in 1955 at a recording session at Sun Records in Memphis, Tennessee, a session with Carl Perkins. Went to work with John in 1960 and worked until 97, almost 40 years. And in a while back, I went over to Memphis and recorded a drum solo set up in the same spot I did 50 years ago. And it's a pleasure of mine to have it on this CD with the guys.
Well, hopefully we just didn't get in trouble with Debbie G. Sorry, Debbie. I thought it was just all drums.
Hey, sorry, Debbie. You know what? The Plow Zone's going live all the time. Especially I go wild. The Plow Zone wild. We just gotta say, Smoking Jokers right here. Take it home, boys. What's up?
Get it, Smoking Jokers.
I know what you're doing, seen it all too clear. Only see the sailing, I can see where your tears really had me going. Wishing on a star, the happiness around you, but heavier by far. I believe in your confusion, so completely torn. Should have been there yesterday, the day that I was born. Not much to imagine, nothing left to hide. Really can't be serious if you ask me why. I said goodbye. I'm trying better reason. I can't find the air. Don't know who I'm getting. Imagining you care. I can stand here waiting for another day. I don't suppose it's worth the price. It's worth the price that I would pay. Everyone keeps asking what it's all about. Really can't be serious. Now can't figure out. Too much to imagine. I only feel the pain. Nothing left to reason. Only you to blame. Whatever change. Find better reason. I can find the air. Don't know who I'm getting. Imagining you, yeah. I just stand here waiting for another day. I don't suppose it's worth the price. It's worth the price that I was
I know, but come back on. We'll take it back. No, come back in. We'll take it back. We're done. Yeah, we'll take it back. Come back on. All right.
You may never know. Changing my mind. Cause it's right off the world. I've got to love. I'll take below. Come to find. You come and go. Please don't come and go.
All right, the Plow Zone saying, see you guys later, man. Have a good one. Smoking Jokers right here.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for listening to the Plow Zone radio show. That was the Smoking Jokers. We want to thank everybody.
Yeah, probably.
And we're going to take Mr. Plowman.
Woo!
Hey, what's up, brother?
We'll just unplug it. Yeah, I want to say thank you, man. Everybody's thanks, Smoking Jokers. Check it out, man. I'm gonna do a little interview and jam with him in a minute coming up on the next Plow Zone Gone Wild, because very talented guys right here, and we spotlight you, the independent artists. People love their music, and the pool felt good, people. And you know what? The world's coming back. Peace, love, happiness, fun to your diet, and getting plowed is a very good thing.
Peace out, everyone. Thanks for listening to the Plow Zone radio show. Love you. Thank you, Debbie Garcia. Plow Zone radio show out.